So I'm Helen Simard, and I moved to Montreal in '96, and I was in athletic therapy my first year, and then I switched into the dance department, and I got involved in the Frigo Vert as soon as I moved to Montreal, actually. I moved here, in September '96, and kind of went through the student handbook of what activities are coming up, and I saw that there was a vegan co-op and that they were having kind of a vegan barbecue day for one of the student orientation activities. And I was like, oh, that sounds cool. I'll go and meet people. And I ended up volunteering kind of for the whole event. And we were just handing out veggie dogs and hummus and stuff as far as I remember it, and met a couple of people who were like, oh, you can come and volunteer and get more involved in the organization. So I guess I started volunteering at first at Frigo Vert. And I remember there being a number of people who were, I was also, someone who had a background in dance, and so there was a bunch of dancers who volunteered there, so maybe that was part of the appeal too. But a big part of the appeal at first was that when I moved to Montreal, I was in a fairly financially precarious situation, and it was a way to get involved with a community of people who were looking at issues of food accessibility, of having health food accessibility, and it really kind of made me feel at home and feel nice to be part of a community that talked about these issues together and talked about having access to food and quality food. And so at first I think I was just volunteering at different events that the co-op was running, and that eventually I'm not really sure how it came about because it's a really long time ago, but I was invited to be on the board of directors, or they were doing a call for board of directors members, and I joined the board in the spring of 1997. And at the time, Key was the manager of the store, and I'm trying to remember who else worked there at the time. I know that Zev worked there, Katie Ewald worked there, and I can't remember what the assistant manager's name was, but I bet Zev would know. She was very nice. And we kind of got really, what I remember being very involved in was a lot of kind of policy decisions about what type of food should be available in the store, looking at issues that went on beyond questions of vegetarian or vegan food, but then getting into food ethics, where was food being produced? Did we want to have food available that was vegan but that was processed or disposable food? Did we want to have, free-range dairy or even meat available in the store, or did we really want to stay a vegan organization? And so that's a lot of what I remember was going on discussion-wise at the time, was kind of to decide what type of community we should be serving and what type of services we should be serving beyond the question of, is there animal products in this food or not? It's a lot of what I remember. I think I was on the board from like 97 and 98.